like in the Catholic Church, the way we will say that the Pope is infallible. In other words, in matters concerning religion, the Pope is infallible. He is not infallible in matters concerning medical science. He is not infallible in matters concerning other spheres of life. But the Pope is infallible. Is infallible in matters concerning religion. You get me? So you see, anytime health personnel, doctors, nurses, NAFDAC, these bodies or professionals, they are telling you that they are giving you instruction concerning your health. My brothers, my sisters, take it into two. Now, NAFDAC has come to warn that excessive fasting could damage the kidney. Take it the way they have told you, and reduce the way you fast. You understand? It is only in Nigeria that I see, for example, that except your pastor is a doctor or is a nurse or is a lab scientist, if he's giving you an instruction concerning your health, you can take. But if he's just a pastor, he's not in the medical field, and he's telling you anything concerning your health, my brothers and my sisters, I would advise that you ignore it. For example, headache cannot be worrying you, and your doctor is telling you take Panadol for the headache to go. Then you say your pastor said, because the pastor will only say that they gave you a false report. They gave you a false report that God's own report said you are healed. You understand? And he will secretly go and drink his own Panadol. He will secretly go and take medicine and come out and be telling you that since 40 years he has never taken medicine. You understand? And you will be there listening to all those things. You see, when it comes to your body, allow the doctors and the nurses to do their work. Just let them be. If they say take any medication, take it. If they say do like this, do it. If they say don't do it. They know better. You understand? I don't think as Pope is not Pope, as Pope Dave, except Pope is a doctor. If you go and meet Pope for health issue, he will call the hospital. Pope is going to call the hospital. It's not going to it's not time for him to start quoting the Bible, because he knows that you obviously need medication. Taking your medication does not mean that you do not believe in God. Yeah. For me, even taking your medication shows that you have faith, because faith without works is dead. So the Bible says. So NAFDAC had warned that excessive fasting could damage the kidney. So those who have ears, let them hear. All this one, they are programming you for 50 days fasting. I don't know who you killed or what you are looking for, that somebody will just program you for 50 days fasting. Sometimes try and carry out research. These people that are programming you for 50 days fasting, are they actually fasting? Are they actually fasting? You understand? Or it's just to program you so that you come, at least you come for that 50 days fasting and you'll be in church. Already, they have already strategized how people will give their first fruit, and they say dry fasting. What are you looking for? What are you looking for that God has not even given to you? What are you looking for that God has not given to you? That somebody has to program you for 50 days fasting. All those things is not what will solve your problem. You understand? These are false hope, false teachings. Fasting is supposed to be something personal. It has to do with you. You to decide, okay, I want to fast today. I want to fast today, and you fast. I don't want to fast today, you leave it. What I'm sharing with us now, I have a testimony concerning that. I could remember one time years ago, I was always fasting, because the church I go to then, every Wednesday we fast. In the evening, they will now break with communion. I was doing this fasting. If you see me, I be like broom. Then I was doing this fasting. Not that I even have money that period. Not that I have food that I will use to break. You understand? I was doing this fasting, and then I was working as a marketer. You understand? I was doing fasting, spirituality without wisdom, fasting. One day I went to work. I wasn't even sick. I went to work. But when I went to work, our driver took us. We went to Ugeli. It's Ugeli that we went to. We went to either Ozoro or Ugeli. You understand? For marketing. And when we got there around 10 o'clock, as soon as we alighted from our box, I was ill. I started shivering, you know. Then I told my driver, I begged him to help me to go and buy Procode. He did. I was like, I don't think I will be able to walk, that I'm sick. So I took the medication. I was in the box and I couldn't walk that day. Others went out for marketing. And when they returned, we started going home. As we were going home, I threw up, messed up the whole vehicle. You understand? And I didn't follow them to the office. They had to drop me at the full roundabout, and I went home from there. That is when we were coming back, and everybody was feeling sorry for me. You know, even the driver, everybody was just so sorry for me. So when I got home, in the morning, I could not stand from the bed. I could not stand up from the bed. And I started shouting the name of my twin brother. I was calling him, shouting from my room, shouting his name to come. When he came, I told him he should go and tell my dad that I'm not well. They should come and take me to the hospital. So I could not stand though. They had to take me to the hospital. Lo and behold, when we got there, when I explained how the body was doing me, the doctor asked me if I had ulcer. I said, God forbid, I cannot have ulcer. Finally, they went and did tests, and the result was ulcer. They looked for my pulse, everything. They couldn't get my pulse. Then they told my dad that I should increase my salt intake, that my blood pressure is very low, very, very low. So they checked and checked. At the end of it, I took 4 drips. I took 4 drips, you know. Before, you know, I spent all my savings, all my money. My dad contributed. I wasted all my money, all my savings finished. Since then, no be person advised me not to be fasting. I don't need anybody to tell me fast or not fast. I had to stop it, because you really need to see me that period. You see, when it comes to your body, your health, I don't think it's in the hands of any pastor, any woman of God to tell you, take your medicine or don't take your medicine. You are supposed to use your initiative. When they bring this their 50 days fasting, I don't know what you are looking for. God had already given us everything. Without us, those things that he has given to us, they won't be made perfect. So it's left for you to carry yourself, go and look for something, work to do. Anyhow, positively, to earn a living, to generate income, to make money. Not be because of say you fast 50 days, now one thing go happen. Some of these things is just common sense. The country, there's already hardship, there's suffering, and somebody is taking advantage of that, programming you for 50 days fasting. Who die? Even Jesus did not fast for 50 days. He only fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. And it wasn't as if Jesus he was led, you know. I beg, sometimes make we dey use our brain, they do something.